Sharon and Deirdre, hi, how are you ladies today?
Good. I like your
Fantastic.
poster
Yeah.
action behind you there.
Peace,
Which
scream.
one?
All of
Oh
them.
gosh.
Scream especially.
I love Scream. Well, congratulations to you ladies on Bad Sisters. This is truly one of my favorite series. I've watched all of season two and I'm completely obsessed, though I'm still recovering right now. So congratulations to you ladies, first of all.
Oh, thank
Great
you
news.
so much. Thanks for
Lovely.
Yeah.
watching it all. That's above and
Next,
beyond.
next time we see you can have Bad Sisters in the background there as
Yes.
I'm
well.
gonna have the ladies in the background. Well, one of my favorite scenes this season is the really sweet karaoke scene. It was really just like seemed like a very fun day on set, but also very emotional. Sharon, take me back to set that day because when I spoke with the ladies yesterday, they were like, that was our favorite scene to film.
I will take you back, and I've got a funny story. So we were all really emotional when we rehearsed that scene. Sarah Green, who plays BB, started crying, and then she was like, "No, BB wouldn't cry. What am I doing? Get it together." And then even the crew were upset and crying as we filmed it, but and we always knew we were going to do that song, and so we were all kind of psyched for it, and it was just such a beautiful, wonderful moment. And then Prince Edward turned up. Prince Edward turned up. We knew he was going to be doing a tour of the studios at some point, but we didn't know he would turn up at that point. So we were like dressed as a banana, as a, whatever I was dressed as, a lion.
Oh, yeah.
So we all stood in a line to meet him in these ridiculous costumes. Like, oh, how do you do? Yes, pleased to meet you. This is
Like, why did it have to be that one scene where you guys were all in those costumes?
I know. It was absolutely gas, and him sort of pretending he'd seen the show and whatnot. The whole thing was hilarious, but it was incredibly emotional. I'm so pleased with how it turned out.
Fantastic. And then how it manages to transition into the next.
Yes.
Because that's in another show that would be an end of episode, but instead it's only halfway through
It's the boat
that episode,
sequence,
and then it becomes the boat scene and Eve on the run, and it turns into an extraordinary caper. So I
Yes.
mean it's an incredible example of a show that handles both tones so powerfully.
That is true.
Oh, well, the both of you do an exceptional job. Well, last question for the two of you. If the Garvey sisters were not involved in so much drama, what would their ultimate girls' night look like? I'm sure there would still be some crying and drama. Eve said that Becca would still bring the drama.
Definitely. I think, it'd be a really good meal, right?
It'd be
It would
really
just be a
good
great
meal.
meal.
I can see somebody running without paying the bill, and a barman running down the road after them. Then somebody going back to get their
Someone
hand
would
back.
pull or attempt to pull. It would backfire.
yeah,
They
yeah.
would get incredibly pissed, except Eva, who's on the wagon, but that's okay.
Yeah.
They'd end up singing in the back of a cab. They'd managed to get one of those cabs that's got flashing lights.
Yes,
They'd sing all the way home.
Hang out the window.
Becca would fall over just as they get to the door.
And then
scrape
just
her.
when they got home, they'd open the boot of the car and there'd be a body in it. And they go, Where did this come from?
Be like, we blacked out, and now we have a body in the trunk again.
Perfect night. Perfect night.
Oh my God. Well, they are giving me the rap. I would chat with you ladies all day, but I'm so
Okay.
excited for audiences to see season two. I loved how Eva kept calling everyone a wagon, and you just said it in this interview. It made me so happy.
Good.
Well, we're all wagons.
now you can take it into the international lexicon.
Yes, please.
Your
This
friend
is awesome.
from the ways of wagon.
Yes, I love the Garvey sisters so much. Such a joy to chat with you ladies, and congratulations again.
Very much.
Ava, Sarah, and Eve. Eve, so nice to see you again. I think it's like our fourth or fifth time chatting now.
I saw you like last week, basically.
Yes, and don't I mention Bad Sisters to you every time I
Yeah,
see you,
every
and how
time.
much I'm obsessed with this show. I've seen all of the episodes in season two. Congratulations to you ladies. The Garvey sisters are truly my favorite TV family, and this season you guys absolutely delivered.
Fabulous.
Aww.
Yes, if the Garvey sisters weren't involved in so much drama all the time, what would their ultimate girls' night look like? Ava, what would their ultimate girls' night look like? What would you guys all do?
There would be, I think, a bit of everything. There'd be tears, there'd be laughter, there'd be shouting, there'd be
Definitely
dancing,
fight.
there'd be crying, there'd
Yeah.
be probably somebody would hit somebody, then there'd be hugs. Yeah.
Not much different to what you see really on
I think
screen.
they'd probably just create drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their own drama.
Yeah.
Family drama.
That's who they are.
Instead of murderous drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becca's always down for some drama. Well, one of my favorite scenes in season 2 is like there's this really beautiful like karaoke episode, and it's really fun. What is each of your go-to karaoke songs? And Eve, take me back to set that day. It seemed like you guys had such fun on set that day.
As we were saying, it's our favorite scene.
Favorite scene.
It
We
is.
seem to shoot, and I've only seen an ADR. I haven't watched any of it yet, but yeah, I was very moved by it. It's a really lovely moment.
What's your
Karaoke song? Dude, I'm a bit of zombie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Or Stuck in the Middle with You.
Cute.
Yeah, it is cute. Yours?
I go into a Macy Gray.
Of course you do.
I try to say goodbye.
show must go off.
So, you know, everyone's like, you can't sing, but when you do a Macy Gray impersonation, it's pretty
You
good.
can sing. You did a whole film where you sing.
You know what I mean? When I'm drunk, I
Eve was singing Criminal in our last episode or last interview. Perfect couple, you were singing it. I'm getting you to sing every time in our interviews. Yes.
Dolly Parton, 9 to 5.
Oh.
I can't really hit the high notes, but
Who cares? People are singing along at that point.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the Garvey sisters are a true coven. I think there's even a moment where like Bibby says, "Oh, I heard like somebody overhearing they called us a coven in the street." So you guys have been working so closely together. Obviously, you're friends and you all get along and love the series just as much as I do. So what was the most special part about just reuniting for season 2? And it is a little bit different. It's a little bit more emotional because the women have to kind of deal with the trauma of the events of season 1. So Eve, what was it like kind of stepping into season 2?
So nice. Like it was kind of easy. We knew more. Well, first of all, the season 1 was a success. So we were like, oh, great. You know, we had more confidence, but it was also, we got close over season 1, but season 2 was like, I mean, we're basically like blood, you know, which was so nice to come back together and be so excited to see each other and then spend 8 months all day with each other. It was just a really, really special time.
Yeah, we felt super fortunate.
Yeah, for sure. Ava, do you feel the same way?
No.
I'm ready to get away from these bitches.
It's a long time. I'm obsessed with them. I adore them. It's such a joy. Like every time, every day, I always wanted to come into work. Miss them. Like as soon as we leave work, we get on our WhatsApp group and carry on the chat. You know, it's really special.
We talk all the time. It's like, I'm on a plane, love you so much. Oh, I'm just on my way here, love you so much. Miss you girls. Like it's just like crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say previewing the WhatsApp chat would be crazy for me.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like post facial photos and like, what do you think of this lip color and what do you think of these shoes? A lot of that.
Yeah.
You guys are actually true sisters. Well, they are giving me the rap. I'm so excited for audiences to see season 2. I'm hoping that there's more. Sharon always does an amazing job, and the three of you always do an amazing job. One of my favorite series, and I can't wait to watch it and talk about it with one of my best friends because we're obsessed with it.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Lauren.
Fiona and Anne-Marie, so nice to meet the two of you. Huge fans of you both and this series, and I absolutely loved season 2. So first of all, congratulations to you ladies.
Thank you. Have you seen the whole of season 2?
I've seen all of it.
God, you've seen more than me.
I haven't seen
This is Bad Sisters is one of my favorite shows of all time, and the Garvey sisters are truly my favorite TV family. So Anne-Marie, as you know, as Grace, you're exceptional as this character, and Grace is someone who has experienced a lot of trauma and grief. So what was it like for you as an actor stepping back into her shoes for this season 2, knowing what we've seen about her past and her life in season 1?
Well, it was actually a lot of fun. It was also because the temperature has changed for Grace, because she's out of that dreadful marriage. You know, for the whole of season 1, it was very heavy and I felt very vulnerable a lot of the time. But then to be launched into season 2 in this place of seeming hope and a sense of her having a positive future and all of those things, but at the same time with this sort of demon sitting on her shoulder waiting for the world to discover it. You know, so it was a very different feeling to season 1, which I kind of loved, I have to say.
Oh, absolutely. And Fiona, I love your character, Angelica. I think she's a fantastic addition to this season. And I love watching her relationship with Grace and the Garvey sisters. But what can you tease about Angelica and specifically her relationship with Grace?
Well, you begin season 2 with a backstory that Grace and Angelica had become fast friends after the death of her husband. And these friendships might be, contingent on an emotional time for the grieving widow. But for Angelica, of course, it's a lifeline because Angelica is an abandoned wife. But just something you just said earlier, acting, the character doesn't exist on its own. The pleasure has been that you're playing in a concert of other actors. And that has been the daring pleasure of this show, because we wouldn't be able to do the outrageous things we did unless we all were able to do them. That was the fun of it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, what was your favorite part about stepping into season 2 then and working with everyone, Fiona?
Well, it was a joy to work with Anne-Marie, who I've admired for many, many, I was going to say decades, but I think that would age her too much. Many years, many months. I admired her. That's always a pleasure to be working with younger actors who you admire and who you know, and that was great fun. And there's some pretty hairy scenes in this season that I just loved doing. The wedding was great fun to do because we all had a chance to get to know each other and be some days in the terrible storm doing the wedding. And then later, of course, on a boat, there's a boat scene that was unbelievable, and I will go to my deathbed thinking of it.
I'm very excited for audiences to see the boat scene. Well, they are giving me the wrap. Congratulations to you ladies. Fiona, I have to say Killing Eve is one of the best series of all time, and your performance is exceptional in that.
That's right. You keep thinking that.
I will. It was so fun to chat with you ladies. And Anne-Marie, I'm excited for you to see the rest of season 2 because it's phenomenal.
I can't wait.
Bye, ladies. Bye.
Bye now.